This is Ben with Tucson Future Classics, here to show you stock number 25047A. This is our 2019 Mazda 6 Grand Touring. It is a one-owner vehicle with plenty of maintenance records on Carfax. The point of this video is to be fully transparent with the current condition of the vehicle, this one being a scratch and dent special. It's had a couple incidents here and there on Carfax, but overall the vehicle presents pretty well in person. This paint is very shiny and reflective, looks awesome in the sun. Does have some damage here and there, which I'll outline in the video. Start here on this front bumper. It's like there's a little bit of paint damage right there on the front. There was damage on the fender. We did replace it with one from another Mazda 6 in the same color. Unfortunately, the color is ever so slightly off. It might be just a difference of being in the sun longer or not. But it's not something you really notice most of the time. The tires have plenty of tread all around. Some of the other damage comes in this rear quarter panel. Mostly by this door here, there's this dent. And some light scratches that we unfortunately could not buff out. If the damage isn't a deal breaker for you, this is a very nice vehicle. It drives very well, being that it was taken care of mechanically. The owner that traded this vehicle just unfortunately ran into a couple things here and there. It happens to the best of us. There's no damage here in the rear. On this side, there's some damage on this drip rail right here. A couple dents. Truthfully, not sure how that happened. Maybe something got knocked over and hit the roof right here. Or the drip rail, rather. The roof itself looks great. There's no damage there. Another ding right there on the A-pillar. Get you a full look of the car on the side. Last damage I'd like to note is right here on the bottom of the fender and the door. It's just a minor scratch and a ding. Like I said, this is a very nice car. Personally, the condition of it does not bother me. I would be more than happy to daily drive this vehicle. We'll take a look at the inside. This does have a smart key access system, as most new cars have. You just touch the door handle, push the button, and it'll unlock to enter the vehicle. And to lock it, you just push the button. Being a Grand Touring, this does have the Bose sound system, which sounds really nice. This car has a black leather interior, which was taken care of very well. There's no stains, rips, damage to note. Step inside here and show you that odometer, 78772. On the screen, there's some different menus you could browse through. So your distance to empty, see the actual coolant temperature of the vehicle. Some menus it does not show it. Just your trip odometers, service, and then when you're driving, this kind of displays what the vehicle is doing in terms of its safety systems, such as lane keep and radar cruise control. The radar even works when you're driving around surface streets. It'll show you if you're too close to a car. It'll also beep at you. Here on the steering wheel, you have controls for your radio and cruise control. You could adjust the distance for the radar cruise with this button here. You do have paddle shifters. Unfortunately, the material Mazda used for this emblem didn't hold up super well. It's flaking off a little bit. Other than that, this interior is really nice. It's a huge step up from a Camry or an Accord of the same era. The materials Mazda used are nice. This dash is padded. And also has some leather right here. All the door panels have soft touch materials throughout. Makes for a pleasant driving experience. Up here is your infotainment system, which is controlled by this knob here, similar to BMW's iDrive system. Once you get used to it, it's easy to browse through the menus and do everything you want to do. You have some applications. This system does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which I would personally recommend just using all the time. It does show navigation, but it is not enabled in this vehicle. Which again, I would just use Android Auto or CarPlay, being that they have the latest Apple, Google Maps, Waze, etc., whatever you use. You have all your climate control settings here. You do have dual zone climate control with heated seats up front. Right by the gear shifter, you have an option for sport mode. You just toggle there. So not really an indication in the car. Oh, actually there is. Right above the gear display shows whether or not you're in sport mode. I'm assuming it just changes the shift points and throttle sensitivity. Electronic parking brake, your knob for that system, for the infotainment system with your volume there. Slide this open to reveal some cup holders. In the center console, you have a little bit of storage and your USB ports, one of them being for the phone connection. Up here, you have an auto-dimming rear view mirror with the garage door opening. Right here on this trim piece is where it shows you when the airbag is off or not. It's also nice because this car will tell you whether or not the rear passengers have their seat belts on, which it'll show right there. Apologize for the lack of focus. Up here is your sunglass container with your dome lights, I already said that, and your sunroof control, which does function as it should. There's a couple buttons for your lane keep system and your traction control. Moving on to the back seat, being a mid-size sedan, there's plenty of space back here for more passengers. I could sit behind myself, and I'm 6 feet tall. Fitting 3 people back here wouldn't be too much of an issue for shorter trips, but I can't imagine it's super comfortable for a long trip. You could say that about any car in this class. You have some cup holders here, extra storage for the rear passengers, and 2 USB ports, which is kind of a cool place for that. You also have climate control vents for these rear passengers. Moving on to this cavernous trunk. There's not a whole lot to see here. This is where you can fold down the rear seats to give yourself some more storage space. There's a lot of room back here. On both sides, you have some small cubbies to store items. Underneath, you do have a spare tire with the jack. We'll finish off with under the hood. Being the Grand Touring model, this does have Mazda's 2.5 liter Sky Active 4-cylinder engine with the turbocharger. When using premium fuel, this engine produces 250 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. This engine provides for a very nice driving experience in this vehicle. Tons of power to pass people on the freeway or even have some fun. If you're looking for a modern and comfortable daily driver, you can't go wrong with this Mazda 6 Grand Touring. If you'd like more information, more photos, or anything else, check out our website, TucsonFutureClassics.com. If you'd like to schedule a test drive, we are appointment only. Please call or text the dealership at 520-268-6244.